purpose of this record.
How's it doing, YouTube? Welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Digs of the Day, episode 11. I'm your host, DJ Tricks. I'm gonna get right into what I got to share. Been buying a lot lately. Been going to, thrift stores, Goodwill, Salvation Armies, little mom and pop thrift stores, flea market, swap meets, record shops. Been buying on eBay, so I got a whole lot to share. I'm going to share this bunch I got right here, about 12, and then do another episode, share another 12, another 12. I'm going to try to keep it to between 10 to 15 now, opposed to sharing 25 in one show. So first one I got to share is Bobby Womack, the poet. Picked this one up for, I think, 50 cents. I already cleaned it up. It's important, too, my YouTube friends out there, that when you buy your records, the ones you're getting for cheap, that you put a new sleeve in there. If you can, you could buy them. If you don't know where to buy them, you could ask me and I'll tell you. You clean the records up. And one way that I clean the records is I use a microfiber towel. I know a lot of people have different ways. I don't try to use anything that has alcohol in it. But I get a microfiber towel like this. And then I spray it with what I'm using here is distilled water. So I'll take a light spray like that, not really soaking it. Then I take the album, because you want to make sure that you keep your albums in good condition if you're buying them and collecting. Then I take the microfiber towel and I'll clean it lightly like this. And basically, because the spray is so light of this distilled water, it just evaporates to contact. And basically what that does is it takes the fingerprints off, any gunk or any dust. And because I don't really want to damage my records. A lot of people have different methods and theories, and I've done some. I did a test. I got a brand new sealed record, played it, I recorded it, played it, and then what I did was I took it off and I cleaned it. I got like 4 sealed records, and I tried different methods. And there was a guy online. I won't say who he is, but he had this theory that you mix 90% alcohol with dish soap and distilled water, and he was talking about laboratory water and all these other mixtures, and I did the mixture and it totally ruined a brand new record. I did exactly what he said. I did it exactly according to his YouTube theory video there, and it made pop sounds in the record when I was done. So it's important that you be very careful on whose opinion. I seen a guy spraying glass cleaner on records, so I wouldn't recommend that. But anyway, Bobby Womack, we're going to go ahead and play a sample for you, and this is The Poet.
You see, I like all kind of music. No favors. But everything's got to happen in its own space and time.
Next up, I got this one for 50 cents too, was Jimmy D and the Tackheads, Break My Heart. A lot of you might know it. Joe Cooley used it in Say It Loud. Oh, 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 oh. This is a classic joint. I got one already, but man, this one still had the plastic on it. Looked like it never been played. Like it even has the barcode there. So I picked it up for 50 cents, and we're going to go ahead and play a sample for you of that right now.
You always break my heart and keep putting me down. You always break my heart and keep putting me down, down, down. Oh, 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 oh.
Great songs here. Next one I picked up was ZZ Hill, Down Home. Never heard of this guy, but I picked it up, and he's on Malaco Records, so I had to pick it up because look at that mustache, man. You got to pick something up. A guy has a mustache like that. So we're going to play a sample of ZZ Hill, Down Home, right now.
Cheating in the next room, making plans to meet him soon. Talking softly on the telephone, making plans to meet him somewhere now.
Good stuff, good stuff. Next up I picked up was, and I got this one for 50 cents, The Temptations, man. This is I I don't even have this one. It has 3 albums in it, and the albums are in really good condition, if you can see there. So now I got the Temptations complete. I probably got Temptations completed set already on. I got I bought this one too here. Look, got this one for 50 cents. Oh, this is Marvin Gaye Anthology. I thought I got the Temptations Anthology. Well, I have the Temptations Anthology, but now I got this one here. It's got all their good songs on there. It's Summer, My Girl, I Wish It Would Rain, everything on this one here. And if you guys never seen the movie on the Temptations, you got to check it out. It's a crazy movie. Never knew that a name like a group named Temptations would actually go through so many temptations in life. But I picked it up for 50 cents. I won't share it with you guys. Or was it $1? I got to double check. Because you guys know Temptations music. But be on the lookout for stuff like this. Even though you probably say, man, I ain't buying that. Man, for $1, for 50 cents, why pass that up? Next up I picked up was the Marvin Gaye Anthology, which I already have. But man, look at how clean this one is. Finding this at a flea market for $1? Look at that, man. That thing is clean, man. The albums are in good condition. I had to get this one, man. These are the types of things you go into a mom and pop record shop or FYE or a local mall, because malls are selling records, man. They'll try to sell you this thing for $36, man. Shoot, man. I got it for $1, man. Less than $1, because the guy gave me like 6 records for like $4. So that was a good deal. Got it at a flea market. Another one I picked up was Diana Ross Anthology. I have this one already too, but it's not in this good condition, so I put a plastic on it already. Now I'm going to try to get all the anthologies on Motown, you know, try to complete those. I won't play a snippet. You all know who that is. I also found this one here. It didn't have a cover, but I got it anyway because I don't have this one. It's Funkadelic, Tales of Kid Funkadelic. It didn't have a cover, but I ain't tripping, man. You know what I mean? Like, this is one of those things I might want to just throw on and maybe try to sample something off of it. I'm going to go ahead and play a sample for you of Funkadelic, Tales of a Kid Funkadelic right now. Next up, I picked up another Funkadelic, which I already have. How many of these do I got right here? Shoot, man, I think I got 3 or 4 of these already. Let's see, Funk. Oh man, I got a lot of Funkadelic. There we go. See, now I got 3 of them, huh? This cover's kind of beat up, so this cover's better. I might actually just replace that cover. And a lot of you guys know this one. Uncle Jam Wants You. It's got that song on there, Knee Deep. I'll go ahead and play that for you guys. And you guys, anytime you guys see Funkadelic albums, pick them up, man, because, you know, in hip-hop music, our culture, these are, you know, something that people really, I don't know why they tend to want to always go back to playing Parliament or Funkadelic or George Clinton or Roger, but these are things that everybody kind of likes. I'm not really never really was a big Funkadelic fan, but it is what it is. I'm going to play you a sample of that right now. Next up I picked up was Ahmad Jamal with Strings, Rhapsody. I don't know if this is even him playing. I'm going to have to read the back here. A lot of you know who Ahmad Jamal is. I hope I'm saying his name right. It's A-H-M-A-D Jamal. You know, I don't got any of his albums, to be frank with you, but I did pick this one up, so I'm going to start collecting Ahmad Jamal because I hear a lot of people always throwing his name out there. So let's go ahead and play a snippet for you off of this one right now. Next up I picked up was Grant Green, Alive. And I found this one for 50 cents. Can you believe it? A Blue Note record. Record's in excellent condition. As you can see there, Blue Note. We've got the big letters. I love the big letters on these ones. It tells me that this is a little bit of an older one. Grant Green here. I don't see the year on here. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play a snippet for you. Tribe Called Quest uses this. I think it's If the Papes Come. I don't really remember the song, but I'm going to go ahead and play a snippet for you off of Grant Green Alive. Fantastic there. Next up I picked up was Donald Byrd, Street Lady. I already have two of these, but anytime I see Donald Byrd, I'm going to pick it up again, just in case I want to, give it away to someone or sell it. I got this one for 50 cents at a flea market too. It's on Blue Note. Record's in cool condition. I'm going to go ahead and play a snippet for you off of this. Another one is Donald Byrd. I'm always looking for Donald Byrd stuff. If I can find anything Donald Byrd, I'm buying it. That's just the way I'm wired, so if it's in really bad condition, I probably won't, but you run into these records a lot, so go ahead and pick them up if you do. Donald Byrd, Street Lady. Gonna go ahead and play a sample right now. Next up today I picked up was King Pleasure, Mr. Jazz. Never heard of this one, but an album titled Mr. Jazz, I gotta pick it up. And he sings actually on this. He's got that song on there, I'm in the Mood for Love. So I'll go ahead and share with you. But that album looks like it's in pretty good condition. Check out that drawing right there. Well, at least looks like it's a drawing with pencil. Nice album. I got it for 50 cents again at a flea market. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a snippet from you from off of King Pleasure, Mr. Jazz.
There I go. Pretty baby, you are the soul who snaps my control. Such a funny thing, but every time you're near me, I never can be. You give me a smile and then I'm wrapped up in your magic. There's music all around me, crazy music.
Next up, I picked up a rap record. If any of you guys know, I'm an avid collector of 80s rap. And I never had If I Rule the World by Kurtis Blow. So I'm glad to add this one to my collection of hip-hop. Anytime you find a 12-inch with a picture, especially of someone like Kurtis Blow, I'm not really fond of 90s rap. I know a lot of people collect 90s rap, but for my heart is that it's the 80s rap, New York rap mostly, as well as some old West Coast rap. And also Baltimore and Chicago and places like that. Philly, obviously, the 80s rap is spectacular. So you always want to pick up anything that is 80s, especially if it has a cover like this, not just a profile cover with the hole in the middle. Anytime you see something like that, go ahead and pick it up. And I'm going to go ahead and play. This is actually 1985. He actually sang the song If I Rule the World on the movie Crush Groove. If you've never seen Crush Groove, got to check it out, man. It kind of tells the story of the way hip-hop was in the beginning, somewhat of the story, but interesting movie. Fat Boys are on there. Have a snippet with the Beastie Boys, New Edition, Sheila E's on there. A lot of you know who Sheila E is. Got a lot of great albums. Her dad too. But we're going to go ahead and play a snippet of Kurtis Blow, If I Rule the World.
The world knows that the king was in town. As I ride, the crowd starts to cheer, and then someone yell out, "The king is here!" So we're here to the stage to make us speak about the new style of living out. We're gonna see.
Great stuff, great stuff. A lot of you guys know Nas went ahead and redid this song here, or at least used the If I Rule the World thing, I believe, there. Lastly, I found this one at a thrift shop. Is the original master recording of the Beatles' White Album. And I was pretty surprised that I actually found this album there. I'm not really gonna play this for you because there's a lot of talk about albums like this being satanic. I don't know how much that's true. So I do like the Beatles' early recordings, you know, Twist and Shout, I Do Love You, things like that, things of that nature. But their later stuff like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band and things like this, I tend to stay away from, even though these are very highly collectible albums, especially when you find an album that is in this good condition, got the rice paper in there, and it was only $1. And it's trippy because the store I bought it, all albums there are 99 cents, and the guy had a sticker price on there for $5.99. And I was like, hey man, what's up with the $5.99, man? And he's a Christian guy, and he's like, no, that album's a collector's item, brother, man. That album is $5.99. I go, bro, your sign up there says all albums 99 cents, you know. He goes, no, that album's $5.99, bro. But if you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. Someone else will buy it. So when I was there, he told me that another guy was in there just bought 2 Beatles albums, 2 Rolling Stone albums, and Jimi Hendrix album. And this one, I guess he let slip because people go into these stores, man, and they're like hogs, man. They're like hungry, man. They're like fat man in a hungry man, you know, all you could eat buffet line, man, trying to buy these albums, man. People fighting over these kind of albums, man, because they're so highly collectible. An album like this I actually did pay $1 for it. I'll get to that in a second, but an album like this kind of album here could go roughly for $50, $40, $30, man, depending on you know who's buying it and the condition that it's in and the press number and things like that. But I told the guy, man, all your albums are 99 cents. Man, you can't sell me this for $5.99, you know, $6, which I was willing to pay $6 for it, because I also got an Ella Fitzgerald, I believe it is, album that he wanted $5.99. So I got up to the counter, and the girl says 99 cents. I know the girl real good there, and she's like, I go, actually, the guy back there, and he's a Christian, he said that I have to pay $6 for that. She goes, oh, bull, man, these albums are 99 cents each. You know, she told me that. I go, okay, well, he told me they were $5.99. I'm just telling you, no, you can't do that. Felt kind of bad, but I got it for, it is what it is. That's what the store sells them for, $1. So I got this album for 99 cents, for $1. The Beatles White Album. That completes Digs of the Day, episode number 11. You know, be cautious when you go into record shops, or you know, thrift shops and flea markets, because they know that people are out there hungry for albums, and they're going to try to charge you an arm and a leg for these, because they know that, or at least they think that you're probably buying them to resell. I don't know if you're buying them to resell, but if you're like me, you're buying them to add to your collection of what you have already, like I do. And you know, just be aware of that. You know, if you're ever at flea markets, you know, swap meets, you know, they try to sell them for $1 each. Some guy try to sell them for 20 each. Albums like that. I was like, what? Are you out of your mind? These albums ain't worth $20 each unless they're sealed. Don't buy them, then. Don't buy them. Starts yelling at me and stuff. I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna buy them. You keep them. I start telling him I'm in the wrong. I'll bring my albums out here and sell for $20 each. He tried to tell me he sold a record for $200 earlier that morning. I'm like, yeah, right, $200. Come on. What was it? You know, I don't know. Just whatever, man. So yeah, be cautious when you're buying stuff. You know, don't be like, oh my gosh, look what I found. Whoa, because they're gonna look at it and go, all right, I'm charging that guy $10 for that album. Just be like, play nonchalant. Yeah, you know. What I do is when guys want $1 for an album, I pick up a stack like this. I go, $3. You know, I got about what, 7 rounds. Give me $3 for this. Hold the money out. $3. They'll be like, nah, they're $1 each. Let me see how many you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Give me $5. $3, man. Take it here. Take the albums back home, me, man. I'm not paying $5 for these. Take the albums back home. Go ahead, man. All right, give me $3. So I try doing that a lot, and they, you know, because they don't care about the albums. They get them. They bid on storages and get these albums usually, man. You know, they find them in dumpsters. You know, they don't care about the albums. You know, unless obviously it's a collector trying to make money. But he knows what avenues to go to sell your albums. You go to record dealers. You know, you don't go sell these at thrift stores, or you don't give these at thrift stores, or you know, for a tax write-off. You know. Anyway, you know, DJ Tricks, Digs of the Day, episode 11, man. Glad to have you guys watching. Comment below if you have anything. Let us know about these albums, man. Glad to have you watching, man. Had a good time sharing. Gonna do episode 12 next, so keep on the lookout for more, man, and just continue digging.
The purpose of this record